Yeah. You just can't get it off.
A lot of players do that. You're too open, you start thinking to yourself,
Doubling
this one.
Doubling Iverson, forcing it out of his hands. Buckner up top, let Hamilton fly by. It has been a very good series for Greg Buckner, who played 30 minutes and scored a total of 2 points in the last series. So Buckner has come in tonight in his first field goal there, keeping the conversation going tonight, including talking about what one of the officials should have done up in Portland a week and a half ago.
I told Joey, boy, did he blow it. If he only knew the words to the national anthem, it could have been him instead of Mo Cheeks. Score the hoop. 22. Watch, run, score the basket. He just didn't get there in time. Almost, but no cigar. Nice jump ball. Nice and easy, guys. Everybody all right? Good job. Good job.
There is Bennett. And now in his third decade working NBA games, along with Bob Delaney and Monty McCutcheon.
You going Mills Lane there?
That's the way the great boxing arbiter used to say hello to the folks back home. Well, the guys with the Ben Wallace afro wigs, but Ben in cornrows here tonight.
Well,
John Barry in the game for the first time.
I'm sorry, Mike. I was going to say, see where they go for the points in the last 2:45 with Rip Hamilton out.
Robinson takes it, misses it, and the Buckner board here for Philly. His first rebound of the evening. Mehmet Okur going to come in for Detroit momentarily. McKee on the drive. They're going to call that a blocking foul. I believe Big Ben was in the circle.
I think that's what they're saying. Did a nice job of sliding over, but if your feet are in the circle, you can't take the charge. Now, obviously, we'll get a better look here with it.
Try to get those heels off the line, so they are technically not on the line. McKee able to complete the three-point play in Philadelphia. Back on top. Wait.
In Detroit right now. And they were about 20% below earlier on in the game. Now 48% to 47%. And that's what we talked about. I mean, when you need a bucket and your offense is struggling, he can create that bucket. Well, it's a good thing they're going to the free throw. Well, maybe not for them, the way they've been shooting.
By the way this game has gone, Detroit is 8 of 19 from the line. And Atkins is 1 of 2. Allen not happy with that foul that was called on him. Oh. Inspiration. Likelihood of Allen taking a shot on this end?
Yeah.
Pistons led the entire first half. Phillies surge in the third. It has been close in most of this quarter. Game 2. Detroit won game 1. It is Buckner trying to take Barry. Okur was trying to help defensively, and maybe he got a piece of it.
There it was. I love when both guys like raise their hand. Like, give it to me. Like, come on. Hey, put the hand down.
Kenny Thomas has 14 rebounds now to go with his 10 points. So a double-double. He's been much better in this game. Barry's first shot of the night is off the mark, and Iverson leaks out. Atkins is back. Prince and Okur sprint. You can't catch Iverson.
The only thing you can hope is you don't get screwed into the hardwood.
Philadelphia equaling its biggest lead of the night, of the series. And another foul is called. This one on Buckner. 3 on him.
And just watch the speed right here. And the change. Poof, poof. Back the other way. Impossible. Impossible. Just can't do it. And that Philly is really hurting themselves right here by putting them on the free throw line for all these points. Now, they haven't shot a great percentage, but they're not making field goals. They're making free throws to score their points in the second half of the third period.
Another double-digit game, Tom, for Tayshaun Prince. The rookie from Kentucky has 11. You see Iverson's numbers, just a brief sit down for 3 minutes in quarter number 2 when the Sixers fell behind by a dozen. Beautiful feed to Thomas, who is fouled. Biles come off the bench for the first time in the game. 5 points and an assist here in the fourth.
We got to go.
He goes all the way, wrap around Prince. Atkins has to shoot. 3-second violation on Detroit.
Well, you try to get offensive rebounding position, and you think the shot's coming up. A couple extra passes, and you forget about what you're doing, and you just stand in the blue.
Good job by Philadelphia to get a score and a stop and blunt some of the momentum with the crowd as well. Van Horn for 3. So Keith Van Horn takes his first three-pointer of the night and knocks it down.
We have a Van Horn sighting.
He's made all 3 of his shots. He's only taken 10 here in the first 2 games.
That's a crime. Only 10 shots.
Robinson on Coleman. Foul in the act.
Well, they are doing a tremendous job of being aggressive. It doesn't always work out, but they're getting to the hole, getting fouled, and getting to the free throw line.
Snow has 4. Hamilton ready to come in. Robinson at the stripe. 2 of 4 here tonight. After the terrible start, the Pistons had hit 9 free throws in a row until that one. John Barry comes to the bench. He did a great job in igniting Detroit there for a few minutes. Sure, John's brother-in-law is watching. Billy Andrade, PGA Tour veteran, playing down in the tour event in Charlotte. Pistons by 4. You think JB's happy to come out of the game right now?
Oh, sure.
Snow in the lane makes it a 2-point game. Boy, with the foot injury and the MRIs and CT scans and all the other things for Eric Snow, who's come in, played his about normal minutes, and has scored 8 points tonight. On the switch, Atkins has Coleman. Green light to go. Coleman did a nice job hanging in there. Now leaks out, but Detroit is back. After the 10-0 run, Philly can take the lead. But the 3 is an air ball bouncing right to Coleman, who puts it back and squares the game with 8 minutes to go.
You're just standing there. It's like, hey, that's a ball. I might as well lay it up and in.
Well, he's owed one of those.
Yes, he is.
After the mistake earlier when Coleman accidentally had an own goal. That's out off Detroit. Philly's defense has been fine here in the second half. Sacramento will take on Dallas. As soon as we're done, we get you to Brad Dessler, Bill Walton, and David Aldridge in downtown Dallas. Sacramento looking to take a 2-0 lead to Arco.
Oh, nice.
Iverson on the give and go from Snow. He couldn't finish. Okura did a nice job defensively, and it's out off Philly. And McKee.
Just a tremendous pass right here. Iverson's going to give it up. And then Jet and Okura does a real nice job of coming over and contesting it. And Detroit, it's a weird half. It's like 7-0 run, 7-0 run, 8-0 run, 8-0 run. It's just weird. It's just who can go on the next one. Maybe who gets the last one is going to win.
Prince trying to throw it down. Van Horn with a big block. Philly can take the lead. Barry's back in the game and took it away from McKee. He wanted back in. He made something happen. Now he stops and shoots and knocks down 3. Hamilton picked up another foul here as he was trying to keep Iverson from getting to the spot. 3 on Hamilton, 2 here in the last 8 seconds.
Well, with Iverson, he's so hard that, I mean, you know he's tough and he can take all the punishment and all that, but he's still a pretty small guy. And if you hit him a little bit, as we've seen, he will accentuate that, and he can draw a lot of fouls that way.
He caught it as he let it go, so it was a traveling call. Wallace is on the bench because he has 4 fouls. You would think that somewhere past the 6-minute mark, Carlisle will go back to the top vote getter on the NBA All-Defensive team. Tayshaun Prince now handling here to bring it up.
Better watch out.
Okura to Barry, feeling it, stroking it, knocking it down again!
John Barry getting it started in the fourth quarter. Trifecta from the corner. And says on the break after the steal, I might as well let that one go. Hook 'em horns. And then from the corner again, wide open. 11 points in the fourth quarter. And like Hulk Hogan used to do, asking for more from the crowd. And that's your Sprite Mad Skills.
Barry on the bench. Chucky Atkins back in at the point, joining Hamilton. Tayshaun Prince, the rookie on the floor in key minutes. Cliff Robinson and Ben Wallace. Iverson coming to get it. McKee can't find anybody. Finally gets Thomas in a tough spot. Up in the air. Gets to Coleman. 10 to shoot. Snow on Atkins. Taking. In and out. Atkins the rebound. Phillies 5 defensively here. It's Snow and Iverson in the backcourt with McKee watching Prince. A little bit of a mismatch there. Thomas and Coleman.
You got to be looking for Hamilton to come off some screens and maybe Prince trying to get to the middle and use his height. Ooh.
Slipped out of his hands. Hamilton fouled by Coleman. One of the legends of the NBA have been at so many playoff games, and you can log on to NBA.com and check out the progress of the Love It Live tour. And speaking of legends of the NBA, there's one right there. Dave Bing, the great all-time Detroit Pistons. Very successful businessman in the area as well. Hamilton, a rare free throw miss. The free throws were a struggle earlier for Detroit. You see how good Rip Hamilton's been. 56 of 61 coming into tonight.
Well, Snow's hit some big shots for him here in the fourth quarter, but with 2.5 minutes left, you got to get the ball to your superstar and let Iverson get a shot for himself or create something for somebody else.
See Snow. Hamilton tried to deny. It's Atkins on the switch. Jumping in the lane. Finding Thomas. Nice job of body control by Kenny Thomas. Philly down 1. This possession will bring us under 2.
And that's what he can do. He'll get to the free throw line. He'll create shots for himself. And right there, did a great job of creating a shot for Kenny Thomas. 14 points, 17 boards in that for Thomas. Outstanding effort.
Hamilton, the double. Robinson is free. Hit his first 6, but has struggled from the field since, missing his last 7. Philly can take the lead. Final 100 seconds of regulation. Foul on Hamilton as he tried to shut off Iverson, who's losing a little bit of body control.
Yeah, well, it's just tough. I mean, you hit the guy at $160, he falls down. I'm not so sure, that's a foul. But that's a foul that Iverson gets throughout the course of the year. So quick trying to penetrate, and you get in front of him. And I tell you what, a normal-sized point guard bounces right off that, and that probably doesn't get called a foul.
Iverson 5 of 8 from the line. The foul on Hamilton was his 4th. We'll have free throws on fouls the rest of the way. Iverson hits 30.
And this is your difference right here. If you're Detroit, who scored for you the last 40? Can you give it to Rip Hamilton and let him create? You know, with Philadelphia, you can put it in Iverson's hands and probably get a good shot or get to the free throw line.
Kings Mavs game 2 of the Western Conference semifinal coming up next here on ESPN.
Got to be ready to help on him.
Hamilton is doubled. Good rotating by Philly. Atkins drives. Couldn't get it to go. And Snow got the rebound. What a gutty effort it's been tonight on a bad foot for Snow.
And great swarming defense. Great help and recovery that time by the 76ers.
Must stop. Iverson, his penetration, free Snow, who hit another big shot. Eric Snow has hit huge shots in this second half. Of Auburn Hills, Philadelphia very good on the glass tonight, plus 15. Iverson's had 31. Atkins in for the injured Chauncey Billups with 20. Just 1 turnover. But the Pistons need a big shot here.
And if Hamilton gets it, you got to make sure if you're Philly, everybody rotates to him, make somebody else beat you.
Here he goes. Coleman defensively the block, but a foul is called. Larry Brown could not believe the foul call.
Wow, that's a tough one with Bennett Salvador standing right underneath the rim, not making that call. Well, let's see if he got him. I don't like that call. I don't like that call only because Rip Hamilton's the one that created the contact with his off arm. And Derek Coleman's got to have the right to be able to go up and block that shot.
Hamilton missed a free throw, and he's their best free throw shooter.
When you watch right here, in the middle, jumps straight up. Yeah, I mean, maybe a little body. I'm not saying that couldn't be called a foul, but in a situation like that, with Hamilton creating a lot of the contact himself, that's questionable. Bennett Salvador had a real good view of it, and he didn't call it.
Detroit will be so upset at itself. 19 of 33. They've missed 14 free throws tonight, shooting in the mid-50s.
Well, 17 more free throw attempts than Philly, only 6 more makes.
Can't have it. It is 2. Iverson denied the handoff. Hamilton trying to deny him the ball. Now he's got it. Works the two-man game with Coleman. Coleman rolls to the goal. Pull-up pop. Off the mark. Prince the rebound. They have no timeouts. Chucky Atkins slows him down. It's in the hands of Hamilton. Fans on their feet at the Palace. In between and threw it away. Iverson gets it. And Allen is fouled by Cliff Robinson.
Well, Thomas did a real nice job of stepping out on that and stopping Hamilton. Rip, when he turned around, didn't make sure Allen Iverson slid underneath. You're going to watch Thomas jump this thing. That stops Hamilton. Boom, right there. Iverson sneaks right back underneath and gets a steal.
Iverson 6 of 9 at the line tonight. He scored 31 points. Keeps Detroit alive. A 3 can tie. John Barry's coming in.
He hasn't been
out of timeout.
He hasn't been very good from the line either tonight.
Barry in for offense. Greg Buckner in for defense. Ben Wallace to the bench, and Detroit needs to secure the rebound with Cliff Robinson and Tayshaun Prince on the low block, trying to keep Coleman and Buckner out.
And if he makes this and it gets under 5 seconds and they haven't gotten a shot up, I think if you're Philly, you foul him. Don't let him hit a 3 to tie you.
Detroit doesn't have timeout, so the option of going for the quick 2 is still there, but not as prevalent as if they would have a timeout. Iverson missed them both, though. Allen Iverson missed 2 free throws. Everybody on their feet. Who will it be for the shot? The rookie Prince is doubled. He goes all the way. Harry puts it in. 4.2 to go. Timeout, Philadelphia. The building erupts. They're all still on their feet. 4.2 to go. Snow will look for Iverson. Iverson's in the paint, watched by Hamilton. Hamilton tries to deny him the ball. Atkins helps. It goes to Coleman, who's got to get it to Snow, who launches midcourt short. And we will have overtime. Fabulous denial defense to keep it out of the hands of Iverson. Thomas, tough shot, went for the board. It's a foul on Detroit. Wallace is 5th.
Well, how about that? Last 2 possessions going to your rookie and letting him create space. That big, long step and just unfolds at the bucket. And then right here, a little bump fake. You know, I'm feeling pretty good about myself right now. As well you should, young man.
We're getting into, this playoff run has been long now. We're getting into some very odd territory for a rookie who didn't play much during the regular season to have this kind of a playoff stretch. He has been nothing short of unbelievable. The Pistons are trying to negotiate and say that foul was not in the act of shooting. But Bob Delaney said, enough, it was. Delay of, we'll give you a delay of game warning. It's 2 free throws and let's go. You know,
Tayshaun put a good back on the line.
I'm not messing with Delaney either.
He's had enough.
One more for Thomas. Michelle.
No one is more proud of Tayshaun Prince than his former college coach, Tubby Smith, who told me the other day, I told every GM and coach, you're missing the boat if you don't take this guy. He's a 10 to 15-year pro. He'll be a perennial all-star, guys.
He's showing it here. Extend the defense without Billups in there, but Hamilton, Prince, and Atkins, all the handlers, able to make it no problem there for Detroit.
I'm not a big fan of that timeout there either. I think it kind of sucks the wind out of the crowd. We'll see how it ends up.
8 to shoot. Atkins, tough catch, tough shot. That's my boy, says Chauncey. Off the bench, Chucky Atkins, who was sulking, to be frank, about his lack of playing time, has come in and hit 4 of 7 threes. Iverson saw Wallace. He couldn't shoot, so gave it to Coleman. Toe on the tape. 2 for Derek. 5-point game. 100 seconds in this first overtime. Pistons trying to go up 2-0 in the best of 7. They come to help on Prince and forces the turnover. Big moment here. Iverson lost it. Got it back, though. In a helter-skelter mode, McKee takes advantage and gets to the cup. Right back to a 3-point game. It's the way the whole game has gone.
Well, it started off with Philly helping down when Prince went middle, got the break and got the point. It's amazing.
Well, they've wised to Prince coming across the lane. 4 people were there defensively that time. Robinson trying to establish on Van Horn. Now they clear out for Hamilton on Iverson. Missed it. Coleman the rebound. Final minute, down 3. Ow.
Come on, it's got to be a 3 to tie it, doesn't it?
You think Iverson? He lost Hamilton for a moment. McKee goes in on Prince. Wallace there to defensively deter. 5 to shoot. Snow's hit a lot of big ones. He gives to McKee for the tie. Wallace goes up. Can't squeeze it, but he was fouled by Coleman. Update from Texas. The Mavs have surged back in a super high scoring opening quarter to lead by 2. Brad, Bill, and David standing by. Atkins gets it across midcourt, watched by Snow. Here comes Prince. Iverson coming down to try to help. He couldn't leave Hamilton free up top. Here he comes. Iverson sticking in there. Prince came across the lane, and he had another one! One of the best shows under pressure by a rookie the playoffs have ever seen. As soon as we can, here down 5 with a timeout, 14.1 to go. Philadelphia needs a quick hit. Iverson got free and takes a big 3. Does not get it. Van Horn the rebound. That's not good either. Wallace goes up and gets it, and the Pistons are going to take a 2-0 series lead in all likelihood to Philadelphia. Ben has 15 boards, but it is Tayshaun Prince's night again.
Well, it's been incredible what this guy's been able to do. Just isolating him on the left wing. That was at the end of regulation. Huge shot. Where you can see all these moves look almost identical. Get it on the left wing. That was a 3-pointer. A big 3-pointer by Tayshaun Prince. And give this guy a lot of credit. They keep giving him the same thing. And you know what? He keeps taking it.
Wallace, a poor free throw shooter, hits one. Tom, Tayshaun Prince had 13 points in the entire month of March. And he wasn't hurt. He had 13 points the whole month. He has 3 playoff games with more than that. 20 here tonight. He also had a 15-pointer. He tied it with 4.2 left. Has had 7 in overtime. And the key moment of this Pistons playoff run, maybe when Tracy McGrady in Game 2 was going off for 46 points. Prince came in just defensively to deter McGrady. And since then, he's been unstoppable. Wallace hits them both. Timeout, Philadelphia. 6.6 to go. Iverson on the pitch to Coleman, who gets it back to Iverson, who can't even get off a shot. As the buzzer goes, it's no good, and the Detroit Pistons have taken a 2-0 lead in the best of 7. Prince is the hero with 20. From Michelle Tafoya, Tom Tolbert, Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com. So long from Detroit. Here's Brad in Dallas.